So I thought I would just do a video on dining in the Magic Kingdom because I feel like that's a very important thing to research before you go, especially if you've never gone to Disney World before. So I'm just gonna go over some of the restaurants in Magic Kingdom. I'm not gonna go through everything. Um, especially really unpopular restaurants and snack carts. I'm not going to go over that. Maybe another day I'll make a video on, where you can find really good snacks in Walt Disney World, but today I'm just sticking to the popular restaurants in the Magic Kingdom. So, to start, I'm going to start with the most popular restaurant in Magic Kingdom right now, and that is Be Our Guest. So Your Guest is obviously based on Beauty and the Beast, and it's supposed to be like you're going in the castle. There's 3 rooms. The main room is like a ballroom, and then there's 2 other rooms. One is the Beast's lair, and then or the West Wing, sorry. And then the other room is supposed to be like Belle's library. Now, the lunch is really different from the dinner, so I'm going to explain that, but I'm going to start with the lunch. So, the lunch is considered counter service, but it's a more extravagant type of counter service because you order the food, I believe, on like these like screen menus when you walk in, and then they just bring your food to you on a cart. So, it's not like the other counter service restaurants in the parks where you just order and they just hand it to you. Right there, you actually go and sit and they bring it to you. Um, the lunch is probably your best bet to get in because if you don't know this, it's really difficult to get into Be Our Guests. Mainly just because it's new, it's popular, and the lunch, all 3 rooms are open. It's obviously cheaper because it's lunch and it's counter service. But here's the issue. I keep forgetting to look when lunch starts. I believe it's 11 a.m. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong. What happens is people will line up outside of the doors way before, lunch even, starts. And you're going to be like waiting in a long line if you decide to get there late. It's very hard to get a table there even for lunch. And what happens is there's something called FastPass Plus. And if you don't know what FastPass Plus is, I'll make a video on it another day. But basically, it's a jump the line pass, kind of. Basically, what FastPass Plus is it's basically you can reserve a FastPass Plus time for any attraction in the park that you want. Basically, so if you do get it for Be Our Guest, it means that you're in a separate FastPass Plus line, not the regular line, and you basically pretty much just jump the line and you get in sooner. And if you are staying on property, you get to reserve your FastPass Plus stuff 60 days prior to your trip, and if you're not staying on property, it's 30 days prior to your trip. And I believe it's 3 FastPass Pluses, or 3, you can do 3 FastPass Plus reservations for each theme park, and I believe it's 1 per person. It's a whole brand new system. There's an old FastPass system, but I'll explain that another day. So just make sure that you get there early if you really do want to do the lunch, if you can't get a FastPass Plus reservation for that. For dinner, it's very different. Dinner is table service, and what's annoying is they close off the library. So that means you only can eat in the ballroom or the West Wing. I don't know why they do that, because it's the most popular restaurant, and you're just eliminating space that people could be eating at. I don't get it, but it's whatever. And basically, forgot to mention the characters do come out for lunch and dinner, and it's really cute. So you can meet them. It's not considered a character meal, so it's a really good deal if you do actually get in, because you do get to meet the Beast and Belle, and it's really cute. I think you meet them in the library, which is the room that they close off for dinner. As I said, it's really hard to get into. To get reservations, you're probably not going to get it. I've heard stories of people who, and by the way, you can make dining reservations up to 180 days prior to your trip. So I've heard stories of people who have gotten up at 5 a.m. just to try and make dinner reservations for two. I've even gone up to, like, the kiosk right outside of the restaurant, and I asked a cast member, is there any way that I can get in for dinner? And he said, you can come and try, but you're probably going to be put on a waiting list. And that waiting list, long. So your chances of getting in are very slim. So my recommendation for VR guests, if you really want to go, is to get a Fast Pass Plus for the lunch option. And I just want to also show you guys a really awesome site called allears.net. I will post a link below. Basically, it has all the dining menus for Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And right now I'm just going to read off some of the menu options for VR guests. Just to give you guys an idea, it's basic French food. They have steak, lamb, shrimp, pork chops. For dessert, they have the gray stuff. And in case you're wondering, the gray stuff is just cookies and cream mousse. It's on the dessert menu. I remember they used to give it to you for free, or at least they gave it free to my parents because they were celebrating their anniversary. And they have cupcakes for dessert as well, and cream puffs. So that's just a few of the menu items. To check out all the menu options online at allears.net. And I was just reading off the dinner menu, so not the lunch menu. And one thing I did see that was nice, I did see a couple go there for lunch. I saw a YouTube video, and they were really nice about substituting the food. The woman didn't want, fries with her meal, so she substituted it for string beans, and it worked out. So, moving on to the next restaurant, I am going to go to Tony's Town Square. This is a very controversial restaurant because it's either you love it or you hate it. Where I'm from, there's really, really good Italian restaurants. So for me, Tony's Town Square is like, eh. So basically, Tony's Town Square is, my opinion, there's nothing special about it. Like VR Guest has their own special menu items, but this place is just, your typical Italian stuff, spaghetti and meatballs, chicken parmesan. So I can give you my personal review on this restaurant. I've actually eaten there. I have not been able to get into VR Guest, that's why I didn't give you my personal review. But for Tony's Town Square, I've gotten the I think I had the spaghetti meatballs the first time I went there. It was okay. I have to say that's their best menu item, though. I mean, it should be, because the theme is Lady and the Tramp, because Tony's Town Square is the restaurant where Lady and the Tramp went on their date, and they have that famous scene with the spaghetti where they like kiss. So that's basically what it's supposed to be. And when you go there, there's a hidden Mickey that's like the shape of bread. They have really nice details in the restaurant. I have to say, it's really nice decor. This restaurant is very easy to get into. Because like I said, either hate it or you love it. Especially if you want to do a lunch there, it's really nice. They have a patio. It's really nice to sit on the patio and watch the parade, Main Street. And one thing I do have to say about Tony's Town Square that is outstanding is their pistachio creme brulee. It is amazing. If you do go there, do not leave without getting this pistachio creme brulee. And I also got spumoni with my mom when I went with her, and it was good as well. So their desserts, awesome. Their entrees, eh. But the staff is really friendly, and they have a nice waiting area where you can watch cartoons. So it's all good. So I'm going to move on to the next restaurant, and that restaurant will be Columbia Harbor House. Columbia Harbor House is a counter service restaurant. It is located in Liberty Square, which it's basically pretty much right near the Haunted Mansion. And it really is supposed to like resemble a New England harbor house. I don't know how else to explain it. It's probably, in my opinion, the best restaurant in Magic Kingdom, with the exception of Be Our Guest because, no one can get in, so it's definitely the best counter service restaurant in all of Walt Disney World. It's amazing. It's really nice decor. So basically, when you walk in, it's pretty much all wood, and it has, sailor type decor, and it's really nice. And it's actually a really good place if you want to have a private meal, because they have 2 levels. And if you go up to the upper level, they have so many little like rooms that you can like eat in, and you can pretty much have a whole room to yourself with your family. They're like open rooms though, it's not like a door and there's a wall, but you can just walk into these little, nooks, and it's really nice. Great place to charge your phone as well if you need to charge your phone, because there are a lot of outlets right by all the tables. And I always get chicken nuggets and french fries when I go there, but that's just my own little tradition, because I'm not a big fan of fried fish, but basically their specialty there is fish, because it's Columbia Harbor House. So I'm just going to read you some menu items. Of course, they have New England clam chowder, they have chili, they have battered fish basket, grilled salmon, the Anchors Away sandwich, which is just a tuna sandwich, lobster roll, lighthouse sandwich, which is hummus with tomato and broccoli slaw. And yeah, that's what they have, and it's really good food. Really nice place. Highly recommend that place if you are looking. It's also a really good cool down spot. I'm going to do a video on cool down spots for kids who have meltdowns. So next restaurant I am going to do, let's see, Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe in Tomorrowland. Now, what I like about Cosmic Rays is, even though it's your average counter service restaurant, there's nothing special about it, like at Columbia Harbor House, but it pretty much has everything. Like, if you're a very, like, picky eater, this is the place to go. And I'm telling you, it's the place to go because they literally have a mixture between basic stuff, like your average burger, fries, chicken nuggets, and then they have the kind of, not exotic stuff, but different stuff. So they have basically all these different stations. They have like a meat station. They have, vegetarian station, a pasta station, all that. Hard to explain. You just gotta go there. And basically, just go up, and they have, at Disney World, when you go there, you'll see you actually pay for your food before you get it. So you pay the lady, and then, you go wait in line, pretty much. So just to read you some of their menu options, they have cheeseburgers, grilled chicken sandwich. They have 1/2 of a rotisserie chicken. That's a really good option to share with other people if you're on a budget and you don't have the dining plan. And I'll also do a video on the dining plan. Turkey sandwich, hot dog. It's funny because I'm looking at the lunch and dinner menu, and they don't have everything from when I went there. It's really weird because they had a lot more options. Says they have a Greek salad and a tortellini salad, but they definitely had more stuff. I know I got the Greek salad. It was actually pretty good, but they have more options. I just can't remember off the top of my head. Like they had more exotic stuff. They're not showing you. And what's special about this place is they basically there's a guy named Cosmic Ray. He's a robot, and he basically will entertain you while you eat. So there you go. That's what's special about it. And this is also one of the locations in Walt Disney World where the counter service restaurant has a toppings bar. Toppings bar is one of the few places where you can get free food in Walt Disney World, and I'll probably do a video on that as well. That's funny. Toppings bar obviously is really meant for customers, but people just go there all the time. Cast members don't really care. You go there, you want a snack, you get one of those little, ketchup things, and you just, put some pickles in the little pickle, I forgot what you call it, sorry, little ketchup, bowls, so you just have a free snack. And so moving on. Oh, and also that place is also another option where you can get kosher meals. Okay, moving on. Where do we want to go next? Surprisingly, Magic Kingdom actually does not have as many restaurants as a lot of the other parks do. Oh, Cinderella's Royal Table. Why didn't I do this? Okay, so Cinderella's Royal Table, you can do, actually, they're all character meals. I lied. I was gonna say there's a character meal and then a non. For those who don't know what character meals are, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just when you dine with characters, and basically what happens is Cinderella's Royal Table is also very popular. So I definitely, as soon as that 180 days comes prior to your vacation, please try and book it. It is more money than, just going to Tony's Town Square, but it's really worth it. It's probably the only character meal that my parents ever took me to because they don't like character meals. It's also, most character meals in Walt Disney World are buffet style. This is not. This is a table service character meal. So what happens is, basically what comes with the dining at Cinderella's Royal Table, you get, with your purchase, you get a photo with Cinderella. It says here, 1 image package per group of 4 paying guests, 2 packages for groups of 5 to 8 guests, and 3 packages for groups of 9 to 12 guests. So that comes with your purchase of, reservation of the meal. You get a picture with Cinderella. I know they have other characters that come while you eat. The price is, adults can be anywhere from $66, or actually I should say $67 to $71, and child are $40 to $43. Yes, it's expensive. It's very popular. What are you gonna do? And for those who don't know, Disney considers children between the ages 3 and 9, or those ages 3 and 9 also included. And if you're below the age of 3, you get to eat for free. So I'm just going to read some of the options that you can get. And I apologize, I never read any of the kid options for the other restaurants. But typically Disney will feature the same menu items for a lot of their restaurants. They may feature one specialty food item for the kids menu, depending on where it is, but typically it'll be the same. It'll be mac and cheese, grilled chicken. Some places have grilled salmon. Then they have this kids power lunch or something. It's like, I don't know, nuts and fruit, healthy stuff. So basically the entrees, you can have a chicken or tuna chopped salad, grilled swordfish, grilled chicken pasta, roasted beef tenderloin, dessert flourless chocolate cake. Then they have a dessert trio. So yeah. Oh, and for the appetizer, they have shrimp cocktail and just, salad. I'm not reading you guys all of the food options, so do make sure that you do click the link below to allears.net if you want to see the full menu for kids and adults. I'm just reading a few so we can get this video going. But yeah, I have to say, Cinderella's Royal Table, if you have a little girl and she loves Cinderella or the princesses, she will definitely feel like a princess eating here inside the castle. So, fun fact, just about Cinderella's castle, they originally wanted to make the restaurant, like a King John's restaurant, I believe that's the name, who was the father of Aurora, but that wouldn't make sense because it was Cinderella's castle, and that'd be weird. So, next we are going to journey to Pecos Bill's Tall Tale Inn and Cafe. This is also a very popular counter service restaurant. Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe, or just commonly known as Pecos Bill's, it's basically in Frontierland, and it has, a little bit of Western flair to it. It's a very beautifully decorated, has a very beautifully decorated dining room. They do have your typical stuff, but with a little, Western stuff. So, they have your basic, they have a barbecue pork sandwich, cheeseburgers, they have a Southwest chicken salad, which I highly recommend. And I heard the taco salad is really amazing there. And for the kids, they have hamburger, turkey sandwich, peanut butter, and jelly. And that's typically the stuff you will see at all the counter services, of all places. Counter service restaurants will typically have the same menu items for the kids, like I said, unless they have something special. So next restaurant, which one did I want to do? There's one Liberty Tree Tavern. So for Liberty Tree Tavern, it's located in Liberty Square. It is a sit-down restaurant. It's different. Lunch is different from dinner. They're both considered table service, but for lunch, it's not like a family-style type meal. For lunch, it's like a normal restaurant where you order whatever you want. And I'll explain dinner in a second. So for lunch, they have New England clam chowder, freedom pasta, which is just pasta with sauteed chicken, vegetables, and mushrooms, and a cream sauce, cheeseburger, they have a BLT, and they have turkey, vegetarian burger. For dessert, they have a toffee cake, fruit crisp, Johnny Appleseed's cake, etc. It's all supposed to be like colonial themed. I've never actually eaten there. My parents don't like eating family style, so I'm just gonna have to wait till I'm older. So for dinner is served family style, and I'll just read you the prices. Adults range from $34 to $38. Children range from $17 to $19. This is probably a better deal, one of the better sit-down family style restaurants. So if you have a large group of people and you guys really like to eat together, you like to eat, not necessarily you like buffets, but just like to have a nice restaurant to go to. If you have a large group, this is probably a good place because, it's cheaper, $34 to like $38. That's really cheap for a family style restaurant. Says tax and gratuity is included. Okay, that's good. And you also get a standard non-alcoholic beverage. So that's pretty good. So basically what you get is when I'm going to read the whole thing to you because this is literally what you get when you go there. There's no substitutions. So they start you off with the declaration salad, which says it's tossed mixed greens with a house-made dressing. I actually know the dressing, even though I've never eaten there. It is a strawberry vinaigrette. I don't like fruity type of dressings, so it's weird. Then for your entree, they will give you a huge platter of meat. They give you roasted turkey breast, carved beef, and sliced pork with mashed potatoes, seasonal vegetables, herb bread stuffing, and macaroni and cheese. I'm not quite sure if there's a vegetarian option. I don't know if they just count the macaroni and cheese as the vegetarian option, because they do also start you off with a salad. I'm not quite sure about that. If you guys do need to know, I can research it for you. For dessert, you get Johnny Appleseed's cake. It's a Tavern made white cake filled with apples and craisins, dried cranberries topped with ice cream. So yeah. And then if you also want to go on this site, it's also good because they tell you what drinks are included, and basically dinner is served from 4 to closing. Okay. So, I'm trying to think of what other restaurants there are in Magic Kingdom that are worthy of telling you guys. Because places like Casey's Corner, which is on Main Street, it's just a hot dog place. Not really worth. Oh, Crystal Palace. That's a good one. Crystal Palace is in Main. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Crystal Palace is in Main Street, USA. It's a very popular character meal. They do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If I'm not mistaken, because I've never eaten there, never been inside. It's all you can eat character meal for all 3 meals. I'll just read you the price for lunch. Obviously for breakfast it's going to be cheaper, and then for dinner it's going to be expensive, so telling you the price for the lunch is a good medium. So the adult price is $27 bucks, ranges from 27 to 30, and for kids it's 15 to 17. I think that's a really good option. That's even cheaper than Liberty Tree Tavern. But then once again, this place, tax is included, but gratuity is not. I guess because it's buffet style, so you don't have waiters. And it also includes a standard non-alcoholic beverage and desserts as well. So it's a really good deal, especially if you have a large group going with you, or you really don't want to disappoint your kids and you want them to be able to meet the characters, but you don't want to waste an hour to see a character. This is a really good way to do it. So the characters that typically appear are Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore. I'm not sure if other characters come. I believe Mickey and Minnie do. I don't see why they wouldn't, but I just know that those are the characters and it says it right there. So they do have, am I in the kids menu? Oh, well, it only shows me what they have for kids. So I'm just going to read that. Kids can have Italian meatballs with pasta, macaroni and cheese, fried chicken nuggets, and kid-friendly vegetables. Let's see. Oh, here we go. For lunch, they have house-made sweets and ice cream, freshly baked breads, seasonal fresh fruit, array of salads, seasonal fish and vegetables, freshly prepared pastas, spit-roasted carved meats. So it's a pretty good deal. I hear a lot of positive things about it from other people. From a Disney fan site that I go to. I can put the link for that below. It's called Intercot, and it's a really good place to go if you need advice on anything, especially if you're new to Disney. It's a really good place to go. I'm one person, and like I said, even my parents don't let me eat at these restaurants, so if you really want the full scoop on these restaurants that I have not gone to, I would recommend making an account on that site, and you can just post in the dining forum, hey, I need to know more about this restaurant, and people will answer you. So I'll post a link to that as well. So yeah, that's a pretty good option. Plaza Restaurant is okay. It's an okay type of restaurant. It's more like a diner type of place. And basically they have your typical club sandwich, cheeseburger, grilled cheese, cheesesteak sandwich, a chicken strawberry salad. Ugh. Sorry, this doesn't appeal to me. Meatloaf, grilled chicken sandwich. They have cheesecake for dessert. It's just your typical diner type of food. There's nothing special about it. So I believe I covered all of the major restaurants. Yeah, in Magic Kingdom. There surprisingly are not that many in Magic Kingdom, but I will do another video another day, I promise, where I do videos on the resort restaurants, because that's typically where people will go. If you've never been to Disneyland, there's a monorail from the Magic Kingdom that will go to the Magic Kingdom resorts, and that's typically where people will go for dinner and then they'll go back into the park. So thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry if I said a million times. I tend to do that a lot. And I'm wearing my Ariel shirt. I never forgot to mention that. Got it at Hot Topic. And I've actually never really worn it, so. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions. Please comment down below. Share this video with your friends. Subscribe. Thank you so much. I promise I will try and do better videos in the future. This whole vlog thing is new for me. So thank you guys for tuning in. I know this video is long, but there are so many restaurants to cover. So just one last thing. Overall, best restaurant in Magic Kingdom, Columbia Harbour House. And if you really want a table service restaurant, I would recommend Cinderella's Royal Table. Or Be Our Guest, because I've heard that's really good. So do go on allears.net and Intercot for more help, or just message me at my email, autism998. Thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful day.